they're flexing a lifestyle that they don't even really live. They're in debt and they're trying to impress people who really don't care, honestly. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I'm Hippa. So I've been trying to film this video for a while now. I just have not had time. I've just been tired and exhausted from work and etc. And you guys know from my previous videos, if you follow me on Instagram as well too, that I love fashion, I love clothing, any type really, shoes, purses, and everything else. And it's just been making me think a lot about what I am putting out in the universe. If that makes sense, like we're getting really deep with this conversation. But honestly, I feel like it's really easy to fall into this comparison thing with social media, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram. Instagram is a lot easier because you're just kind of swiping through it all and you kind of become desensitized to it when you're like, wow, this person has this person has this, and you can go through it very quickly without thinking about it. And I feel like my love for fashion and clothing and whatever, I still want to be able to express that because that's important to me. That's what makes me happy, in terms of showcasing items, how to put them together and whatever, helping people out with that. And it's just been something that I've always loved my entire life. But I think it's really being mindful and realizing what you're putting out there, especially being Muslim and being an influencer, but not really, because I only have 10,000 followers or something. I don't even know. I mean, that's significant enough, but not really significant in the spectrum of how many millions people have on Instagram. But you know what I mean, enough that I am still making impact. I've had really good conversations with people on my page, in my DMs, and when I say shoot a DM to me, I mean for real. I mean, not the creepy people out there who have sent me things and I'm like, I'm married, bro. But you know, the known conversations having with people, and it's been really eye-opening for me. And it's not because just from those conversations, but just reflecting myself and thinking about how I'm showcasing my fashion, because I don't want it to be a thing where I'm bragging about what I have, because it's really easy when you live in a place like America. We have access to so much. If anything, we have access to too much, where it is so easy to go to the store and spend hundreds of dollars and put ourselves in debt and put it on our credit card. And you know, it's all out there for us. We have all of these opportunities. We are just privileged to even live in this kind of society. And that's something that I do not take for granted at all. And so to be able to say, hey guys, this is my haul from so-and-so, and I'm going to show you guys all these things that I got. And there's nothing inherently wrong with showcasing the items that you bought. I mean, that's your hard-earned money and you can show that if you'd like to. And I still enjoy it. But I think a huge thing when I think about fashion and showing that to your audience and your followers is being mindful that not everyone's going to have access to that. And so let me explain to you why you will never attain this type of luxury or lifestyle and flexing and whatever, is because a lot of time, actually I would say 99% of the time, people are getting these items being sent to them for free or at really discounted rates. Okay, just the other day, literally my husband's like, do you have a package for you? And I was like, what? I don't remember ordering anything. And it was an espresso machine that I got for free to review. But I could literally post that on my social media and be like, oh, cool, check out my espresso machine. I mean, it's what, $160 or something for the average working American. You can afford that. I mean, you might not want to buy it, but you can afford that. It's not that big of a deal. But for someone who can't, they'll look at it and be like, oh, wow, she has money to be able to get this machine and whatever, and flexing in that way. When in honesty, when in real life, I got it for free. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like that is the issue with Instagram, when people are not being transparent about their items. So you don't need to pretend on social media that you have money and you can buy these things and afford them, even if you can't, okay? Like I could go out and buy a $160 espresso machine or whatever. You know, I'm working most of the week and I am working Monday through Friday and I'm making a pretty average amount of money and I can still afford that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to go out and buy these things for yourself, but you don't need to lie about it. And I think that's become an issue on Instagram, and I can't speak for people and say, oh, they're showing this and they're not being honest about it, but I feel like that is something that is really apparent on social media, and it's very easy to fake. I mean, people have been caught lying where it's like you'll be posting being like in Paris and your background is like a green screen or something. People are like, I just saw you down the street yesterday, you're not in Paris, you know? Like things like that, where it's like become to the point where it's like it's very easy to fake your life with Photoshop, with counterfeit stuff, like fake stuff. This is why I don't like fake items. Like if I can't afford the actual item, I'm not gonna buy it, okay? And I'm not gonna put myself in debt to get it. It doesn't make any sense. And disclaimer, not disclaimer, I'm sure people are probably like, oh, but on your Instagram page you have a Burberry bag, and that's why I have my Burberry bag here. So I'm gonna tell you guys about this, okay? So this bag, I have a couple of designer like higher end bags. I have Michael Kors and Coach. The Coach one was gifted to me by my sister. I think it ran under $100, and then the Michael Kors one I think is around 100 as well too, something like that. And for me, being working and whatever, that's pretty affordable for me. It is still something that's more of an investment because it's not something that I would buy on a regular basis or whatever. But anyways, that's besides the point. So I do have a couple of those bags. This is the most expensive bag that I have in terms of quality, in terms of the actual designer, etc. But so you can see it has these little tears on it and stuff like that too. I actually thrifted this. There's a couple of apps that you can use like Mercari, the Real, like all these different types of things where you can get designer for cheaper. And this bag was, I think I got it for like 150, I want to say. Don't know what the normal price is, but Burberry is a pretty expensive price and it's in really good condition. And I was like, wow, I really like the plaid look of Burberry, and so this is literally a steal for me. And on there you can negotiate prices, you can kind of be like, oh, I'll take it for this, and offer, people can counter offer, and yeah, I ended up buying it for that price. So this bag, I did not go to the Burberry store, I did not go purchase it for full price and whatever. This is a thrifted item, and so if you're the kind of person who likes designer things, I would highly recommend thrifting them because they're such good quality. This is just a tear, like a little tiny tear that I could probably sew back up, but honestly it doesn't take anything away from the bag. But because they're such good quality items, you can keep them for years and years and years and they'll still look exactly the same. And so what's the point of buying them new when you can get them thrifted and, you know, share, or what's it called, buy something that someone doesn't need anymore. And so this is one of those items where it may look like I have a bunch of money, but I don't. I just like the look of it, and I got it for a discounted price, and that's amazing. And that's the thing that people don't want to disclose on social media. So either it's you don't want to show that you got that item for free, even though you are, I think, legally supposed to be putting that disclaimer like this is a paid promotion or whatever it is, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or otherwise, and saying, hey, I received this item and I want to showcase this to you and whatever. And that's the issue, is that people will see people with these fancy bags, Chanel bags, the Gucci belt that everyone and their mom has. Like, what is this? Like, was everyone just sent it, or did everyone feel like, oh, I have to hop on this bandwagon, otherwise I'm not cool, otherwise I'm not a real influence? And they're like, non-Muslims and Muslims alike, like I've seen everyone with this freaking Gucci belt, and it's like, it's fine, I guess, like it's cute, but like, why did everyone and their mom buy it? I literally do not understand. Like literally everyone and their mom. If you just search through it, you can see so many people wearing the exact same belt, black with the gold little whatever GG symbol, and it's just like, and I looked it up, I wanted to see how much it was. It's like, I think like maybe 200 or something like that, maybe a little bit less, and I'm like, for a belt, like I could go on a shopping spree at Walmart and buy a bunch of things. Like, I think this is like where reality is really starting to hit me. When you become an adult and you are responsible for your expenses and you're responsible for your car payments and your child's welfare and taking care of your house and all these kind of things, groceries, whatever, you're not living with your parents anymore. This is your money and how are you using it? And even when people reach adulthood, they're like, oh, I have a credit card so I can get this. And then you're flexing on Instagram or flexing on YouTube and saying, hey, I have this awesome Burberry bag that I bought, whatever. and it's like you got it for like 75% off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, why do people have to be so dishonest about it? I don't get it. And especially in the Muslim community, I feel like it's my responsibility, if I'm growing my following on here, and especially if I'm showcasing it and it's surrounding fashion and stuff, I want it to be real and relatable. I know that I am never gonna be able to walk into a Burberry store and be like, I want that purse. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even want to do that. I'd rather take that thousands of dollars and go put it towards a vacation or something like that. You know what I mean? And like, it's funny because I had this discussion with my husband where I'm like, I loved our wedding and I loved how it went, and we just knew so many people that we just had to kind of make it a little bit bigger. But if I could go back and do it all over again, I probably would have taken some of that money and put it towards a house or put it towards something else, or a vacation or whatever it is. And I mean, obviously I don't regret it because I loved it and it was really nice and you can't go back, but just learning these lessons as you're moving forward. Stop trying to compare yourself to other people because people put out their perfect image. They want to showcase a perfect lifestyle. Me posing with this Burberry bag on Instagram, someone who doesn't know me may go on there and be like, oh wow, she can shop at Burberry, she must have so much money, she has this husband, she has a kid, she lives in this cute little place. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you showcase a certain type of your life. And if I wasn't making this video, that's really what people would think. There wouldn't be a disclaimer. I'd just be like, yeah, I can afford Burberry. You know what I mean? And like, nothing's wrong with being able to afford it. If you can afford it, do it. But I think it's become this kind of norm where people are flexing things that they can't even afford. They're flexing a lifestyle that they don't even really live. They're in debt and they're trying to impress people who really don't care. Honestly, it's like they're following you for a certain lifestyle. They're not following you for you. And it's like, we need to stop doing this. And I'm speaking to myself more than anyone else because I've been in the social media game for a while. I started my YouTube channel in 2010, my old channel, and I'm still here living and breathing and still on YouTube with 5 followers. So I think that what we really need to do, especially when we are in, we hold a platform as influencers or whatever, mentors, whatever kind of word you want to use, and we're having that influence on people, we really need to hold ourselves accountable of what we're putting out there. And I love fashion videos. I love, like, you know, makeup tutorials, hijab tutorials, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's so important. And I think it's so fun to showcase that hijab is beautiful and that you can match your things and, you know, look all nice, you know. As girls, we want to look put together. We want to feel confident in what we are. And so I think having that hijab fashion, that modest fashion out there is definitely important, something that I love showcasing. But we also need to realize the impact that we're having on younger people and impression that we're having on people in general, not even younger people, that we're not trying to fake it to appeal. I don't know. It's just like, it's really frustrating because I see this so much. Like I was saying about the Gucci belt and you know, I don't even know what else people have, the Chanel purses and things like that. It's like, if you can afford it, you do you. But if it's something that's being sent to you for free, you need to disclaim that and say, hey, this was gifted to me. This is a paid promotion. Because when I see that on someone's page, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like, paid promotion, I'm showing this HelloFresh or whatever the hell it's called thing, then it's like, okay, they obviously got that gifted to them and their subscription and whatever. Or like, I got this really cool pillow and it's like, that was a paid promotion. I didn't go purchase that pillow myself. I love it and I sleep with it every night now. But like, it's just that idea. It's like, wait, you can afford a $50 pillow? You know what I mean? Like, so I think a huge thing about me is that I want to make sure that with my audience here on YouTube, my audience on Instagram, that I'm being honest with you guys and just really open. And when I say that my DMs are open, I really do mean that. Just don't be creepy, because there's people who literally come in there and I'm like, why are you talking to me? I'm talking about people who are actually coming there to chat, to have honest conversations, to vent, whatever. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I love, and that's how I've always wanted my social media pages to be. So don't be afraid. Write a comment below. If you need something in your private message, do that too. I'll respond to you in a timely manner, and if I don't get to you right away, I'll just say, hey, I'll talk to you tomorrow, or I'll talk to you the next day, whatever it is. But that's the kind of environment that I want to create. So I want to make sure that people are in a good mental space and it's having fun on these platforms. And being able to connect to people for real. And I don't know, this is what I always love about YouTube and Instagram, is being able to connect with so many different types of people. I've made so many friends on here and be able to bounce off ideas with one another and make connections, talk about real things. And I don't know, I just like thought about Kylie Jenner's thing, like this is the year of realizing things. But like honestly, like 2020 is just really it's really made me think of what's actually important. So this is kind of a ranting video, but I don't know, I don't like to be like super edited and whatever with my videos. I just like to be straightforward with you guys. And this is how I started my YouTube journey, where I just really was like sitting in my car and like chatting with you guys. So hope you guys are doing well. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's chat below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's simply Hibba, same as my channel here, and I'll tag it below too. And thanks for tuning in for another video, just a relaxing video. I want to be pretty much doing these weekly in between my little fashion stuff. And yeah, I just like hanging out with you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. If you're not, I hope your day gets better. I'm kind of under the weather myself. And yeah, that's pretty much this video. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Just be you. Do your thing. Do what makes you happy. Wear what makes you happy. Like, I'm literally in a hoodie, you know? Like, I just do whatever makes you happy. If you want to wear a fancy dress, wear a fancy dress. Like, yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.